What is up, guys? I'm Shivam Pandey and you are watching The Techpreneurs. First of all, thank you all for completing the 400 subscriber milestone. Thank you for all your subscriber likes and comments. It means a lot to me. And to celebrate the milestone, I tried creating a channel art for my channel. Comment down how good or bad it is. Anyways, let's start today's video, which I guess is already started. So recently I published my first platformer game Piggy Tries Again, which is now available for everyone to download and play from the Google Play Store in your mobile devices. If you don't know about the game, basically Piggy Tries Again is a run and jump hardcore platformer in which you control a pig that can run and jump, and there are many red obstacles in the level. You just have to avoid the obstacles and reach the final area for that level to complete that particular level. Currently there are 20 different hard levels in the game, so if you are interested in such kind of a game, the link for the game is in the description, you can check it out. So after I published my game to the Google Play Store, people downloaded it and gave me reviews regarding the game. The reviews were not exactly what I expected because there were some problems with the game. Although it was a hardcore platformer, but it got bit too hard at the very start of the game, and because of that very steep difficulty curve, many players were just leaving the game at the very start of it, and no one was ever able to finish the whole game. The max some players can get was just 9 out of 20 levels of the game. Besides that, there were some major performance issues in the game which would make the game a bit laggy and slow in some of the mobile devices. So I thought I should rework on the whole game again, hopefully fixing some old issues and creating some new ones to keep myself engaged. So currently I have started working on that game again, and here are the changes that I created on my game. To start with, I fixed the optimization issues of the game. For that, I compressed the textures of the sprites that I am using on my game. I optimized the particle systems and post processing of a game a bit, and also to make the player jump I removed the touch inputs from my game, and instead of that I added a few buttons that would be responsible for making the player run left and right and also making it jump. So now instead of the touch inputs, everything is controlled by 3 buttons. After that I optimized the player script a bit, reduced some of the collision detections from my game, reduce all the unnecessary code that were put on my update loops everywhere in the scripts, and removed all the debug.log statements from my scripts. And now the game is much more faster and smoother to play on mobile devices. So I guess the optimization issue is somewhat fixed. And after the optimization stuff, I came back to the biggest problem of my game, that is regarding the difficulty curve. The main reason why the levels were very frustrating for the players was because of their exponentially growing difficulty at the very start of the game. Instead of making the player comfortable with the controls of the game and giving him chance to improve his skills, the initial levels were just revamping the difficulty, which was a bit unfair for the players, and in frustration they are just quitting the game. And as this was the very first game in which I am designing levels, I could do nothing about this problem but to experiment and look out for the perfect levels that I think would make the game a bit less frustrating. So I started designing many different levels, not caring about their difficulty or order in the game, just creating them and experimenting it with the previous levels. And in one of my previous devlogs, one of the viewers commented that I should use rule tiles while creating levels for my game. Back then, as the level design was complete for that time, so I never cared using the rule tiles. But this time I remembered his advice and I watched a few tutorials regarding the rule tiles, and I must say they are very beneficial for level design, and it made my level design process a whole lot faster than the previous time. If you don't know about rule tiles, it is a very beneficial plugin of Unity in which you can specify particular rules for each sprite of your tile palette. Rules like where these tiles can be placed and what other tiles can be placed beside these tiles. And if you have mentioned the rules correctly, then the rule tiles would automatically place the correct tiles on the edges, corners, sides and center of all the painted areas. So it makes the level designing process a bit faster, where back then I was separately painting the center and sides and corners of the tiles. Now I can just drag my rule tile palette to the required position and it would automatically configure the tiles on all the edges and sides of the area. So yes, if you are making a level game, then use rule tiles, it saves time. Anyways, with the help of rule tiles, I have created many levels in the game, just mixing and matching the previous mechanisms that I have created. As all the scripts are working fine and all the mechanisms are intact, so I do not have to care about the working of the game. I just have to create different new levels in the game, put them in a order which I want, and everything else would be handled by my previously created scripts. So the main focus now is just on the designing part. Apart from all these, one more feedback that I got from one of the users was that I should implement a level system in the game. This is a very cool idea because some players might want to try the older levels they have played once more, so why not? And apart from that, all the other small fixes that were required in the game are already done and hopefully would be visible from the next update of the game. And apart from that, I have some other plans for the game. I might try out adding some new mechanism to the game to add a bit of variability to the gameplay, and also I'm thinking of introducing some small boss fights in the game to change the pace of the game from time to time. So let's see where will the game go. The link for the game would be in the description. You can try out the game and send me feedbacks about what more things you want in the game. Maybe some new mechanism, maybe some new kind of levels, or maybe a boss fight. Anything that you want, you can send me on my Discord server. Link of that would also be in the description. So that is it for today, guys. Thank you again for the 400 subscribers. Some new type of videos would be soon coming to the channel. So stay tuned for that. And hit the subscribe button, press the bell icon so that you are notified each time I post a new video. If you like the video, consider pressing the like button. Comment down your views, opinions, suggestions and queries. We'll see you in the next video. And don't forget to join my Discord server. Links would be in the description and the first comment. We'll see you in the next video. Till then, dream big, hustle hard and keep watching The Techpreneurs. Bye.